You wake up. The room is the same. The thoughts are the same. The feeling in your chest, familiar. You open your phone. You scroll. You compare. You remember the goals you wrote down 2 months ago, or maybe 2 years ago, and yet here you are. Same place. Same version of yourself, watching the world move around you while your dream life stays just out of reach. It feels like something is missing. You've journaled. You've visualized. You've meditated, affirmed, and aligned, but nothing has truly shifted. Not deeply. Not quantumly, and here's the uncomfortable truth that most coaches, books, and feel-good gurus will never tell you: you are still available for the old version of you. You haven't truly decided. You haven't closed the gate. You keep waiting for proof before the leap, but the quantum doesn't work that way. It responds to who you become, not what you want, and until you do this one thing, your life will orbit in circles that look different but feel the same. You might get bursts of progress, but they collapse. You might feel aligned for a day, but then it fades. You might see a glimpse of the shift, but not the shift itself. Why? Because you've never fully let go of the version of you who doesn't have it, and if that identity is still alive. The future can't move in, but if you do this one thing, just this one thing, your entire life will quantum shift. Welcome back to Laws of the Universe. Let's talk about why you're stuck, not because you're lazy, not because you're broken, and not because the universe is testing you. You're stuck because you're still negotiating with the old you. You're still trying to manifest from a self-image that doesn't match the reality you want. You affirm abundance, but your nervous system still believes you're behind. You script love, but deep down, you expect to be abandoned. You visualize success, but your actions echo the version of you who fears judgment, who settles, who stays small. So the quantum field, which mirrors who you are, not what you wish, reflects the loop back to you. The loop of almost. The loop of not yet. The loop of why isn't it working? Here's the brutal truth: you are the one keeping the old identity alive. Every time you respond to the fear, every time you delay the thing you know you need to do, every time you chase, rather than align, you feed the frequency of the version of you who doesn't have it, and so you don't. You might feel moments of breakthrough, but they don't hold, because the foundation is built on uncertainty, and the quantum doesn't respond to maybe. It only responds to identity. This is what most people don't understand. You can't manifest a new life while keeping the energetic habits of your past self. You can't call in abundance while thinking like someone who always struggles. You can't welcome love while embodying fear of loss. So what happens? You start the journal. You repeat the affirmations. You binge the manifestation content. But deep down, you don't feel like the person who gets the thing. You feel like the person trying to become that person, and that subtle energetic difference is everything. In the quantum field, reality responds not to your effort, but to your signal. If your signal says, "I'm trying to become successful," the quantum gives you more opportunities to try not to be. If your signal says, "I want to be loved," the quantum reflects the lack of love, because desire is not identity. But when your signal says, "I already am, this is who I choose now," the old me no longer exists. That's when the field reorganizes. That's when reality melts and reforms. That's when everything begins to move. Because here's the most important law of this entire universe: you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you're available for, and if you are still emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically available for lack, scarcity, rejection, confusion, or waiting, then you are not energetically available for abundance, clarity, power, or quantum expansion. The universe is always listening, and it doesn't listen to your words. It listens to your choices. Every time you check the old version's bank balance, every time you replay their fears, every time you wait for someone to approve your transformation, you're telling the quantum, "I'm still her, I'm still him, I'm not ready yet," and the universe. It listens, but if you dare to step into the new, to burn the old rules and breathe a new signal into your body, then the entire quantum field rushes forward to meet you. You don't have to chase your future, you have to collapse the version of you who never had it. Quantum shifting isn't magic, it's mechanics, the mechanics of identity, belief, energy, and perception. Most people think a quantum shift means you get what you want fast. That it's a reward for being positive, or thinking hard enough, or staying in high vibes 24/7. But here's the raw truth: quantum shifting is not about doing more, it's about becoming unavailable for the old frequency. It's not about achieving your dream life, it's about shedding the version of you who never could. Let that sink in, because your life doesn't change when you say, I want change. Your life changes when you say, I refuse to be this anymore. That's when timelines bend. That's when energy reorganizes. That's when people, ideas, and breakthroughs show up out of nowhere, not because you earned them, but because you finally matched them. So many people stay stuck because they're obsessed with how. They want the formula. They want the blueprint. They want to take the same energy that built their current life and use it to create a new one. But that never works. You can't solve your current life from the identity that created it. Trying harder doesn't cause quantum leaps. Letting go does. Letting go of the thoughts, patterns, environments, relationships, expectations, and beliefs that only exist to protect your old identity. Because your current self-image, even if it's spiritual, conscious, healing, or manifesting, is still a frequency, and if it's rooted in becoming, chasing, fixing, or waiting, then it is not the frequency of the version of you who already has the thing. Let's go deeper. Every version of you already exists in the quantum field, not metaphorically. Literally, there's a version of you who stayed stuck, a version who gave up, a version who made a different choice, a version who took the leap, a version who already lives in the timeline you dream of. They all exist simultaneously as potential frequencies. So what is the one thing, what's the one decision that makes your entire life quantum shift? It's not visualization, it's not scripting, it's not action, it's this: you must become energetically unavailable for the old identity. That's it. The old you must become non-negotiable, the version of you who tolerates anxiety. Gone, the one who doubts their worth. Gone, the one who plays small to avoid judgment. Gone, you have to cut ties. Internally. Fully. Emotionally, not I'm working on it, not I'm getting there, but it's already done. That's not who I am anymore. Quantum shifts are identity ruptures. You rupture the frequency, the thoughts, the energy, the habits, the people that hold you in place. And you step into the new frequency, not by hoping, but by deciding. This isn't about tricking the universe, it's about reprogramming your signal. You don't beg for your desires, you don't audition for the timeline, you become the version of you who already receives, and you do that through energetic discipline. Let me give it to you straight: if you still think like the old you, feel like the old you, act like the old you, you will continue to collapse timelines into the life you already have. No manifestation will override an identity you refuse to let go of. That's why most people are exhausted. They're trying to manifest the new while protecting the old. They're trying to be rich while identifying with scarcity. They're trying to attract love while feeling unworthy. They're trying to call in miracles while energetically expecting disappointment. You can't outjournal your frequency. You can't outscript your identity. You have to kill it. Yes, kill it. Let the old you die. Let them dissolve. Let their fears float away. Let their patterns fade. Let their story expire. And then, you breathe in the new you. You don't ask if it's working. You don't chase a sign. You walk like it's done. Because the one thing that quantum shifts your entire life is a total energetic refusal to keep pretending that the old you is still in charge. You declare, that version of me no longer exists. I am not available for anything less than alignment. I don't wait for it to happen. I make it inevitable, and when you hold that vibration, no matter what shows up, the field bends, time collapses, reality cracks open, the people change, the ideas arrive, the next step reveals itself, not because you chased it, but because you became the version of you who has it. This is your new morning ritual: simple, direct, reality bending. Do this every day for the next 30 days and your identity will hardwire the shift. Step 1. Silence before the world touches you. Before your phone. Before your habits. Sit. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply until your body softens. Let the noise of yesterday fade. Step 2. Ask the golden question. In your calm state, ask yourself, what version of me am I available for today? Not what do you want, not what's your goal, but who are you willing to be? Let that identity emerge in your mind. See them. Hear them. Feel them. Step 3. Visualize from within the shift. Visualize your future self, not watching them from a distance, but as them. Feel their breath, feel their walk, feel their power, feel their ease. No begging. No becoming. Just being. Step 4. Speak the frequency. Now say this out loud slowly, clearly, with full conviction. I am unavailable for anything that contradicts who I really am. I collapse the old story and embody the new. It is done. I walk as the one who already receives. Step 5. Act as if it's already real. Now go into your day not trying to manifest it, but carrying yourself like it's done. Move from the identity. Speak from the identity. Decide from the identity. Handle conflict from the identity. Don't wait to feel ready. That's the old you. You are the signal. And reality is tuning to you. The more you reinforce this shift, the more undeniable the quantum changes become. And here's the kicker: it won't feel magical. It won't feel like lightning. It will feel like you're finally being who you were always meant to be. And that's how you know it's real. Not because it feels like something new, but because it feels like you're finally home. Here's where we bring the mystery into clarity. Quantum shifting isn't a fantasy. It's rooted in the same physics that governs the entire universe. Your consciousness, your self-awareness, emits a frequency. That frequency is made up of your thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, your identity. Together, these form a signal. That signal interacts with the quantum field, a vast field of possibilities, potentials, and parallel realities. And the law is simple: what you observe, you collapse; what you expect, you attract; what you become, you magnetize. The universe doesn't speak English, it speaks energy. And your energy is not what you post, it's not what you hope. It's not what you say to others, it's what you consistently feel, believe, and embody, especially when no one's watching. That's what the quantum responds to. Every version of your future already exists. Yes, even the wealthy you, even the loved you, even the powerful, peaceful, magnetic you. They all exist in wave form. But here's the law of quantum reality: until you shift your identity, those waves stay uncollapsed. You don't see them. You don't feel them, because they don't match your current signal. And this is what no one teaches. You're not manifesting your dreams, you're tuning into the version of you who's already living them. It's not about creation, it's about reception. And that means your job is not to fight for your desires. Your job is to become the signal that aligns with what's already true in a higher timeline. This is where science and spirituality meet. This is the power behind the words I am. Because the moment you say, I am wealthy, I am loved, I am powerful, I am unavailable for anything less, you're no longer asking, you're broadcasting. And once your frequency is consistent, reality bends to meet it. You'll stop chasing and start magnetizing. You'll stop doubting and start witnessing. You'll stop being the version that hopes and become the version that knows. If you want a new life, the old you must die, not someday, not gradually, now. Because everything you want already exists: the relationship, the abundance, the peace, the freedom, the creativity, the divine connection. It's already there, vibrating at a frequency that your current self-image cannot access. And as long as you try to bring your old thoughts, old fears, old habits, old stories into that new timeline, you will stay locked in the loop of almost aligned, almost ready, almost there. But here's the truth: almost is the identity of the person who never shifts, the version of you who lives the quantum life. They made a different decision. They didn't wait for the universe to prove it. They didn't chase signs or micromanage reality. They just decided, with full conviction, to collapse the old and become the new, to burn the bridges, to delete the backup plan, to breathe in the frequency of the future self and let it guide every moment. That decision, it wasn't easy, but it was everything. And the moment they chose it, the universe rearranged itself to meet them there. So ask yourself, right now, what version of me am I still loyal to? That I've outgrown? What thoughts am I still keeping alive? That no longer serve? What fears am I still feeding? Even though I know better. Now breathe, and say it with me: the old me is no longer real. I release what no longer matches the future I deserve. I choose now. I collapse the waiting. I collapse the doubts. I collapse the fear. I am the one who shifts everything. This is your initiation, not into chasing, but into remembering. You don't need to become more, you just need to stop pretending you are less. Because this shift isn't about becoming someone new, it's about removing everything that kept you from realizing you were always the one who was ready, the one who was worthy, the one who could command the field and watch it rearrange, the one who was never stuck, just misaligned, the one who now knows the truth. You don't manifest your dream life by begging for it, you become the version of you who already has it, and reality will have no choice but to obey. So do this, and your entire life will quantum shift, your new reality begins. Now.